Aaron, what'd you bring to this podcast?
Shit. Let's,
No, what you got? What you got?
What you got?
Aaron, what you got?
I'm doing the intro, dude.
Yeah, but we have to, every podcast, we have to bring something random to the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Aaron, what you got?
Oh, you know, same old shit, different day.
Seth, what you got?
Styling Jufra. Nothing against the juicer.
Tim, what you got?
Tim, what you got?
I had a sweet pen, but I lost it.
Seth, what you got? Glock 17.
All right, Aaron, what you want to talk about today?
Pick a good one. Let's talk about like the mask.
Do you want to introduce ourselves first?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Who are you, Aaron?
Well, I'm Aaron. Some gay ass shit.
Hi,
That's what it
Aaron.
is, yeah. Hi, Aaron. Feel like I'm in an AA meeting.
Hi, Aaron.
Yeah.
Tell them who you are and what you do.
What
I
I do?
don't know.
Well, outside of work, I'm just pretty much.
This is the camera you're looking at right here.
Outside of work, I'm.
Why you
pretty
look
much-
stoned, Aaron? Come on.
You need some sunglasses.
Hold on, let me put the hoodie up.
There you go. Yeah. No, only halfway. Only halfway. There you go. That's it, right
Just show
there.
my ears.
Yep, yep.
So, like I was saying, hold on, like I was saying. Oh, wait,
That's
never mind.
on the camera. Here, can't.
Outside of work, I'm pretty much a cool dude. I just sit here and chill at the house, watch fucking streaming videos and stuff like that. TikTok and shit, you know.
You know how it is. Everybody's addicted to TikTok.
You gotta watch TikTok for 2 hours before you go to bed. It doesn't
At
matter if
least.
you lay down at 9 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you get lost in
Until you
TikTok.
get that, whoa, you've been scrolling for way too long.
I hate that shit. I'm like, oh, skip.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Not interested. I go to share it and I click not interested. I haven't seen one of those in 5 years. So, tell them what your name is, how old you are, what's your birthday, all that good stuff.
Oh, we're doing that. Okay. Well, I'm Aaron. I'm 23, about to be 24. Born in March on the 26th day. Yeah.
Okay.
Aries sign. My moon phase. No, I'm not gonna go into that shit.
You don't want to go into your moon phase?
No.
Me neither, because I don't know what it means. Seth, introduce yourself.
I'm Seth, 21, born on the 20th day of October 2001. I go to school, computer science major. Fun.
All right.
Free time. I watch TV, play a lot of video games, go fishing from time to time.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Right on.
All right.
I don't know my sign. I'm not one of those people. That's my birthday. You can figure it out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
My name's Timothy, and I'm the one who started the podcast. It was just something that I was like, hey, guys, I want to do a podcast, and this is what it's going to consist of. We're just going to be talking.
Yeah.
That's not even funny! We have to clap to sync the audio! That's not funny! Okay?
The audio guy's gonna be really pissed, I'll tell you that.
And I'm that guy. I started the podcast just because I wanted to hang out with my buddies, have a good time, just talk some shit for an hour and go home. In my free time, I watch TikTok and I watch Netflix, a lot of Netflix shows. I'm 30 almost this year. I'm going to be 30 years old, Jesus. I wish I had started the podcast when I was 22. But, you know, hey, never late than never, I guess.
That's
right.
the Forever 29 Club.
This is my second annual 29th birthday. June 19th, 1993, that's my birthday. Older than dirt to you fucking Gen Z
You
kids.
were born in the 90s?
Yeah, you were born in the 90s, 1900s? That's what they think the 90s is, 1900.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's it about me, man. I'm a Gemini, but I don't really follow any of that that stuff. I don't let the stars dictate who I am as a person. So.
You sound a little gay right there.
Well, you are, so you would know.
Yeah, I would know. Very much so.
All right, Darren, what are we talking about today?
Well, we got a couple things on our stuff, but
Alright.
we can start from, how do you want to start this? Do you want to start from the top and work our way bottom?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright,
Just
cool.
Bring up that first one there.
Alright, so Seth's going to have an interesting story for
Oh,
us.
yeah. Okay. Seth, what you got?
So it was back in August. We got this cat. Found it. Yeah. Just
Where'd you find the cat at?
It was in an apartment complex, running around.
It
was outside. It was
Okay, so
no,
like
it wasn't
this is-
anybody's cat. No.
Okay, but this is this apartment complex like something that's like run down or?
No, it's nice.
It's
Yeah.
a nice community.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bougie one.
Bougie, eh?
A little overpriced, but we found the cat and we took it home. Skinny cat.
Skinny.
We were like, this shouldn't have problems. Might have worms, fleas, whatever. Took it home, fed it. About 2 days later, his nipples got real big. And both of us were like, oh. So the cat was pregnant, had its kittens.
A tiny cat?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pregnant. Had his cat. All the kittens are doing good there.
Had his cats.
What?
You just said has his cats.
Oh, well, it had
She had her cats.
Her cats.
Kittens.
Hey, you don't know. That cat may go by
You
the
just
pronouns.
assume his gender!
Anyway, the kittens are fine. They're at their other house. But we never could come up with a name for this cat. So we named it Titty. Because
of the
why
nipples?
not? No.
No, it didn't have nothing to do with the nipples?
My wife likes saying titty, like the cat, and I like titties. So there we go.
Okay.
But we went to Gatlinburg a few months ago, and this was before Christmas, and we went to that like big Christmas store, the Christmas Village or whatever in Gatlinburg. We waited in like the 2-hour line to get one of the ornaments made that has all the names on it. We were gonna get our name, and then we have 2 dogs, Pepper, Gypsy, and then the cat Titty. So we get up to the front of the line and like write this on top: Seth, Callie, Pepper, Gypsy, and she's like, "And what's the last one?" And I'm like, Titty. So now we have
How do you spell it? Tiddy?
Nope, Titty.
Ah,
Titty. Titty.
But now we have one of the mantelpieces with all of our names on it, and it says Titty written on it. So
Hell yeah, dude. That's a memory for a lifetime right there.
yep, and we'll continue having it until Titty is not with us.
For another 15, 20 years,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, she'll keep popping up on stuff she's not supposed to. So.
Yep. Eat some cat ass. That's a good story, Seth. I'll tell you how I got Tigger. Some girl that we work with, and we all work at the same place. Put that in there. I'm just gonna blur it out.
Yeah.
Beep it out. They don't even know that
We
we
were
work. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be like.
No, it's gonna be like music.
we work at.
Yeah. No. Right. I'll probably put. You guys ever heard that like reverb bass thing where it's like. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Like if any of us cuss at all, I'll do like that, so that way it's funny to me.
Yeah.
So, but how me and Brandy got our cat is some girl we work with found it in her muffler shroud, where it gets like super hot. She drove all the way home with the cat in her muffler. She drove from home to work, and then from work to home, and then back to work again until she found the cat in her muffler shroud at her house. And one of her kids was like, "Hey, sounds like there's a cat outside." So they're all outside and they're, meow,
Titty.
So they finally get him, it's a boy, Tigger. We didn't know at the time, they got him out of this muffler shroud, and they wrapped him up in a blanket, put him in a box, and they were like, "We can't keep this cat." So she brought it to work, and everybody was like, "Who wants this cat? Somebody needs to take this cat." And as soon as I looked at him, and I had him in my arms, and he fell, and he was just right here in my arm, and he put his head on this hand, his body was laying in this hand, and he just fell out, and I was like, this is my son. This is my son. So I gave her back to the girl, and I was like, okay, if Brandy knows this is my idea, she won't want the cat. Okay? Go to Brandy and tell her that she needs to just give her the cat and be like, do you know someone who can take this cat? Right? So that she goes back to Brandy, and Brandy's got this cat. She got him in her apron, and she's loving on him and stuff. And she called me. She was like, do you want this cat? I mean, if you want to keep him, we can take him home, right? She's like, we can have him on one condition. Okay, what's that? I get to name him. I said, okay, what do you want to name him? Tigger. So that's Tigger, and he's been a fucking menace.
I bet.
So the first day that we had him home, he was just laying in bed. You know, he's just really tired from, you know, not eating, not drinking, nothing. So we got him these little canned cat food things. We got him a bunch of water. We mixed water into with the cat food, the wet cat food. So he was getting more water. And so that Friday, we took him home that Friday. And the first night, that Saturday, was the second day we had him. And we woke up to him like just totally done for. He was barely breathing, and he couldn't muster up the strength to move, and we were like, fuck, we got to take him somewhere. So we ended up going to another state, to a animal hospital, and when we took him there, I shit you not, I went up to the desk with him wrapped up in this blanket. I shit you not, I walk up to the desk and I'm like, hey, I need your help right now. And she's like, what's the matter? And my cat, with everything that he had left, tilted his head out of the blanket and then fell over like this and went, ah! And she's like, that looks really bad. She grabbed him, and no later than there was like 6 people and like, where'd you get him, this or that, whatever, you know. So he was in good hands. It cost like damn ass, like $600 or something to get him fluid up and have him, you know. And he's been good ever since. But he's an asshole. He is a fucking asshole, man. And he's running around and putting all these water bottles everywhere. And we got countless cat toys. But Jesus, he don't care about the cat toys. He wants to play with this button he found underneath the dresser, you know.
And all you hear is, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what are you doing? Get down from there! Yeah, that's my vocabulary. Tigger! That's my vocabulary at home. But yeah, that's my story and how I got my cat. Aaron, how'd you get your cat?
You know, it's like, oh, I had a friend at work who had like kittens, a litter, whatever, and whatnot, and I was all like scrolling through, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I want this one. And then she was like, well, he already has a name, so I was like, I'm like, you know, keep him having his name. So his name's Castiel.
Mm.
So
have you watched Supernatural?
I'm not like a big Supernatural fan. Like, you know, I don't.
That
watch
show?
It. Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I don't watch it, but I watch like bits and clips, like
On TikTok.
Oh yeah.
not
Fucking
TikTok.
TikTok.
Not TikTok. No, I watched like some episodes, but I haven't watched like the whole show.
You should. It's really good.
Yeah, I've gotten into it, but
I've
I'm
watched
like
all the way up to season 10.
I've gotten to 2, and then I kind of go off to a different thing.
Me and Brady, we'll watch a whole show, and we watched all of Ink Master, 14 seasons of Ink Master. That's 15 years of TV. We broke it down in like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, see, that'd be like my bad right there, because I'll be binge watching shit like that.
Yeah. Oh shit! I gotta work today.
Yeah. Oh god, it's fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta be up at 11 o'clock.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's how we got our cats. And what's the next thing?
Well, it's on to you. You were wanting to sit here and talk about El Chapo's son.
El Chapo's son, dude. Talk about something else while I'm fixing this.
Okay.
God, we need to get a producer that does all this shit for us.
Yeah, for real.
Well, let's talk about the marijuana legalization. since you.
No, I wanna be a part of that.
Oh shit! Well, fuck you. Gotta change out the batteries, sir. We'll talk about your whole cruise ship that you went on this past week.
Okay.
And what happened? Because like you said, well, of course, whenever you go into the midst of fucking nowhere, there's no cell towers or anything.
Oh,
So
yeah.
how was that?
So I was there, and we got to like the Bahamas where you got cell service, and I took my phone off airplane mode for like a split second, and I got this text that came through that was like, "This is Verizon. If you want international travel, click yes. But just so you know, for data, it's going to be $20 per 50 megabytes, not gigabytes, megabytes of data. Plus, every text you send is 50 cents, and every text you get is 5 cents."
Jesus. So that's some like fucked up shit right there. So they're making bank off of people sending and receiving messages.
Yeah, especially if you didn't read that text good and you like just did it.
Oh yeah. Everyone's fucked up. Hey guys, I'm over here in the Bahamas.
Not me.
Can you imagine like all your people, like you're getting all these notifications and all you're getting is now fucking charged out the ass
Yeah.
of shit?
I think it was like $2 a minute for a phone call or something like that.
It's outrageous.
Welcome back.
I had to fix my camera actually, so yeah.
So what you got on El Chapo's son?
Oh, yeah, okay,
back to the El Chapo's son.
So you fucked up. You were late and you were $1 short.
Sending that text message.
Should have texted him. So this dude went to prison twice in a max security prison. The first one he escaped from. The second one, these dudes bought his whole cartels worth billions of dollars back in the 90s. So in the 80s and 90s. So billions of dollars could buy you anything today. Imagine what it could have done, back in the 90s, 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So they bought property a mile away from the prison that he was at and built houses and stuff to, it was just a front for what they were doing. Underneath these houses, they were digging all the way down a mile to the prison, right? And they came up underneath his shower.
Oh, wow.
They were so precise with where they were digging, they came out underneath his shower.
Jesus.
Could you imagine? What's your exact coordinates, dude? What? Right underneath his shower. That shit's nuts.
Here's my thing, like how did they communicate through him? Because they're probably having him high security and shit.
Yeah,
so
they got him in that.
Way.
There had to be somebody on the inside.
Oh yeah, somebody definitely got in that max.
Someone got paid really good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I would have been that guy though.
Shit, yeah, dude. Hey, El Chapo, what's up, dude? Hey, your people said this, right? Because there
But
ain't
I'm
no
gonna have
way.
to beat the shit out of you, just to make it look like I'm doing my job.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy though. Because
Yeah.
once you get in, you can't get out.
But
of
this
that.
dude had electricity
And
electricity wired through the tunnel, a rail cart for a motorcycle. Dude rolled out. Damn. Dude rolled out on a motorcycle underneath the ground.
Oh my gosh.
So they finally got his son. His son was captured twice. The first time, the Mexican army let him go. Mexican police let him go because there were so many people dying because the Mexican cartel was shooting everybody. Saying, if they're going up to random people in the street, shooting them in the face. Dead. Right? So, and then they finally release El Chapo's son to the cartel to stop all the bloodshed. But now El Chapo's son is being extradited to America because of all the crimes that he's doing. And shit's going crazy.
Yeah.
And people, the cartel's doing the same thing. They're going up to random people, shooting them, and all the riots and stuff. They're fighting the police and the military, the cartel. is fighting the police and the military. Like, that shit's fucking nuts.
Civil War.
Civil fucking war up there, dude. Fucking nuts. What do you think about that?
Well, why the fuck would they sit there and okay? So they learned their lesson once, sitting there letting his son go to prison, and then they're shooting these people, and then they were like, okay, well we'll release him. So why the fuck are you gonna send him over here? Because you
Imagine
what would happen the first time. You already know what happened because you put him in jail.
Yeah.
So why are you gonna send him over here?
There's cartel here too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're up this far to Alabama, but you know, they're in Texas for sure, New Mexico,
not to mention
Louisiana,
about, like El Chapo's like his connections down here.
Oh yeah, dude, they have to be paying off the border patrol for sure, dude. Could you imagine how much? Yeah, I mean, what the fucking money they have, dude? All they need is a lawyer like Saul Goodman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, we're good. You know?
Endless money.
Endless, dude. I can imagine that.
That's why Ozark. Show was good.
Yeah. We need to get more good TV shows. What else we got?
Well, let's talk about the marijuana and legalization.
Okay. How do you feel about marijuana?
Well, I used to be, a chronic smoker back in my day, so.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's why I have like one brain cell left. Not really. That's why I don't give a shit, mostly because,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty chill. I think it's like, it should be legalized like how alcohol is. Like, you have to be this age to drink alcohol. You should be this age to at least smoke marijuana. And you can't be out on the roads or...
Driving.
Yeah, I think that should be like one thing that...
It'd be like public intoxication type deal.
Because it does do a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But like depending on what strain and stuff like that, that's a whole nother depth thing. So, Seth, what do you think about it?
Well, I've never used it, so.
You ever smoked weed, dude?
Never.
Aaron, you got some?
No.
But based
Would
on,
you ever try smoking weed?
I'd try it once.
You try it?
Yeah.
You'd have to be around a lot of people that you trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you that, and this was my brother when I smoked weed, and he threw a gun on the table and said, either you smoke or you're getting shot. Which one do you want? And that's my older brother, and I was like, well, I guess I'm smoking some weed. You know what I mean? Because I was that good kid, dude. I was younger. I mean, obviously I did get in some trouble.
Right.
Younger. The worst thing I ever did was went out past curfew, got brought back to my house. You know what I mean? When I was younger, that's the extent of what I did that was bad. I smoked weed a couple of times, and the first time I didn't know where I was, who I was, or what I was doing, or why I was there, right? I went, I smoked so much. My brother, we smoked out of a 3-liter, if you go to the dollar store, you get that big, well, no, it wasn't a gravity bong.
Oh.
We burn a hole at the bottom, we burn a hole at the top, so you would hold the top one, and right, so all the smoke would come down, and then you release the top one, and then all the smoke would come back into your lungs.
Okay.
So, and it was dry, dude. Oh my god, it was dry when it went in my lungs. It wasn't like smoking a cigarette, because a cigarette will fuck you up. Like, it'll make you cough. It'll make you, when I smoked a cigarette, I felt like it started out here and it curled up like this. There was something in your throat, right? But this, the way it felt when I was, smoking it, it just felt like air coming in, there wasn't, it made me cough, but it wasn't like, smoking a cigarette or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't destroying me, right? So my brother said, hold it in your lungs and drink some water so it'll soothe in your throat, and then you can breathe it out. But all he wanted me to do was get super high. If the longer you hold it in, the higher you'll get. And so I got fucking trashed, right? when I took my last hit, I probably did it like 4 times maybe. And I don't remember too much. But he said, hey, blow it in the dog's face, you know what I mean? So I went down to blow it in the dog's face, and then when I got to the floor, I was gone. When I went, and then I kind of came, because I don't remember going to the bathroom, but I can imagine doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the bathroom, and I was looking at my face like this, and I didn't have glasses at the time, so I was, and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know who I was, and I was jumping in the kitchen. I said, Brandon, I don't know where I am. What am I doing? I don't know what I am. And my brother was like, damn, dude, I wish I could get that fucking high. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was stepping so high and everything. I was trying to, I sat on the couch and my heart was fucking beating out of my chest, and I was sitting there. I was like, boom, boom, boom. And he was like, Tim, you got to promise you're not going to tell anybody. You got to promise me you're not going to tell anybody about this. And I said, yeah, sure, Brandon, whatever. A brother promised. I don't care. I'm not going to tell anybody, And it fucked me up, dude. It fucked me up so bad. And it was scary. And I don't want to deter you from doing it, because there's a lot of health benefits to it. I don't have anything wrong with me. I never had a panic attack or an anxiety attack until I smoked weed. So keep that in mind. If you've ever had, have you had a panic attack before? I would suggest to highly not smoke weed.
Well, highly not smoke a lot in one hit. So.
Right. So highly suggest to not smoke weed.
And then do it
to an
around
excess.
Someone.
Yeah. Do it with somebody you trust. Take a couple. I'll tell you about a time I didn't trip too bad. I was with my buddy Josh. He was an older guy that I worked with. He had a tree company. And my buddy Josh, and me and him were driving down the road. He was like, look, man, I want you to smoke weed, but I want you to do it on your own. Do you want to hit this? I said, I'm really scared from what happened last time. He said, dude, I can promise you, I get some good shit from good people. It's not anything bad, right? And so I felt so cool with him, you know what I mean? I felt so cool because my whole entire life I watched my mom, my dad. My dad would sell weed, right? And I watched everybody in my whole entire life smoke weed. So I felt so cool having a joint. You know what I mean? Like, because this is what they would do, right? Like,
yeah.
Drag it, right, and then inhale it. So I felt so cool, dude. With him, I felt so cool. And we went to the store. We got some chips and some ice cream and stuff, and we brought it back home. And this is where shit gets kind of fucked up, right? But I wasn't scared because I knew where I was and what I was doing. And the ice cream scooper, right? It felt like when I stuck it into the ice cream, I felt like my whole body was melting. And I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not going to get any ice cream right now. Because I felt like I was using all my might to try to get this ice cream out of here. I didn't get any ice cream.
Yeah, you got that body high.
Yeah, it was fucked. I didn't like it. But I know that there's a lot of benefits to it. I know that there's a lot of people that use it and it's for good. Yeah. People with cerebral palsy or Parkinson's. Parkinson's not only shaking, but like your muscles tense up like this too, and you can't move them.
Yeah.
Right. So I watched a video, and within 20 minutes of this guy like putting CBD butter in his mouth, or oil or whatever it was.
Oil.
Yeah, and he was able to move. He was sitting there talking like nothing was going on,
They can feed themselves.
Right. And so I think there's a lot of benefits to it. I don't feel like it should be criminalized as a class 1 narcotic.
Yeah.
I don't think that it should be on the same level as fucking crack, cocaine, heroin, meth.
Because all that is like basically like made with battery acid, like chemicals, like pretty much.
Yeah, cocaine isn't. Cocaine comes from leaves, right? But the way they cut it and the way they process it.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
I saw fucking Gordon Ramsay watch the fucking guy make cocaine.
Yeah.
That shit was awful.
That shit, yeah.
Talking about the best cook. going to wherever they made it. And that should, no.
So, what do you think about weed though, for real? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much on you. It has a lot of medical benefits. If you can find a way to make alcohol and stuff like that legal, you can find a way to make this legal.
Yeah, because back in the Prohibition, what year was that? Prohibition. I think it was 1920,
30s.
I failed history, so I wouldn't know. I know how to do that vocabulary. That's about it.
Yeah, the Prohibition was where they outlawed alcohol, and they had these rooms where they would go that were former bars, but they turned them into just a socializing.
Mm-hmm.
And then people that knew the password, that's what they call the speakeasy.
Yep.
So where the little window that comes out, right?
Oh, okay.
That's it's called a speakeasy because you speak into the little hole, you open the door. So what's the password, right? Like, you know, shotgun, bubblegum, twisted, whatever, right? So, and then you'd be like, and then you'd open the door and let him in.
Shit.
Yeah. So, and then, I mean, but the government was losing so much money on alcohol with taxes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The government was like, because Prohibition only lasted.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're losing too much money. Why not do that with marijuana? Why not tax shit out of it? Use it for schools. Use it for roads. Use it for whatever we need it for. Because in Michigan, roads are fucked. Schools are fucked.
I've been there several times.
Yeah, and you know that's where my whole family is. So I feel like if we can make this happen and make do with what we can do, then we don't have anything we need to worry about.
Well, if you
Because
think
all the
about
money's
it,
coming from the taxes.
yeah. If you think about it, they made tobacco legalized.
Right.
They grow tobacco here in the United States and everything, and how do they figure out how to tax it and stuff? Well, they also have the stamp that's on the bottom of each like cigarette container.
Yeah.
And that's to prevent bootleg and stuff like that. And so that's another way that they can sit here and legalize marijuana is making it into cartons of like cigarette, like in a carton of cigarette box.
Yeah,
But
speaking of bootlegging and Prohibition, during Prohibition they would bootleg the what they would call Everclear, which is 95% alcohol,
that's just
110
awesome.
proof.
It's like 143 proof.
And they would distill it 3 or 4 times, and they would do it with corn. And what they would do is they would make these cars, not factory. And the first, right, and that's how NASCAR started, was getting away from the cops through all of these different terrains, because they would have 40 cases of alcohol in the back, going to the speakeasies, and they would sell them to these bars, so that way they could sell the alcohol to the customers. And that's how NASCAR started, because they would start modifying these cars with better suspension, more power, better wheels, more grip, things like that.
Interesting.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. Just like I didn't also know that like the NASCAR track is sticky.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be sticky because.
Well, I mean, now that I think about it, the fucking slick fucking tires, yeah.
Yeah, and they're going so fast. They keep the wheels at a really low PSI, because the faster you go, the more friction you have on the wheels.
Right.
The hotter it is, and air expands when it gets hot. So
makes sense.
That's why they keep a low PSI.
And not only saying that like it's better for medical reasons, it would be safer as a like substance in general. Because now if you buy it off the streets, you don't know where it was grown.
Absolutely.
Into
what they're putting in it.
You see more and more people die because their marijuana was laced with fentanyl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fentanyl, dude. Fentanyl is fucking crazy. How do people smoke it and cops will be downwind from it, catch a whiff, and fucking overdose? How do they do that?
It depends on the person and how much.
I guess it's about like you start off small and you work way up.
That's
your body
fucking
tolerance.
nuts. Yeah, dude, that's fucking nuts.
It's
People
horrible.
that smoke fentanyl, dude, that is the craziest thing ever in my entire life of even hearing.
It's
Fentanyl is horrible, dude.
And it's like people now, they'll like soak $100 bills in fentanyl and then just throw it in a parking lot and
Yeah.
wait for somebody to
They will?
Yeah, have
Yeah.
you never heard that? It's been on the news and everything. There's this one lady, actually, it happened at the Chevron that I used to work at.
Over here?
Yeah, in Oxford. She had a laced bill with fentanyl, and she was rushed to the hospital because she started, like, her body was starting to shut down and everything because of fentanyl. Yeah, it's crazy. She almost lost her life because of fentanyl.
And somebody did it.
Somebody did it on purpose.
For fun. They were like, we're gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, and like now it's becoming a big issue where it's like, a couple some dollars on the ground and some people pick it up and put it in their pocket but not realizing that it has fentanyl in it and your skin absorbs all that. And so that's why I'm like kind of iffy not picking up anything off the ground anymore.
How would you even fucking, like, get it off of there?
I don't know.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's scary, dude. I did not know that.
The world's a horrible place.
This world is.
Fentanyl is it's a medical. I don't know about it, but I know that it's like it's
Google
meant
it.
for.
Google fentanyl.
It's meant for like in the medical like
What's it used for?
services. But if you use too much of it, you can die off of it.
Yeah,
For sure.
I've seen a lot of cops being downwind from it. Just catch a whiff and overdose. Like their body goes into paralysis and they're done.
It is used for treating severe pain, typically advanced cancer pain.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It is 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine.
Whoa. Damn. Yeah, I didn't know that.
So, if you want something to be addicted to, try fentanyl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Probably costs twice as more though.
Yeah.
All right, next on the agenda. Should healthcare be free for
Yes,
us?
100%.
Well, why?
What do you think of that?
Why?
Yeah,
Because
why?
it's a fucking scam. Everything that we do, every tax that we pay, dude.
So you think?
Look at all the other countries. Every single other country.
Canada, for instance.
UK, Brazil, Mexico, free health care, free. You pay so much money to these people, right? These people take say this is some type of medicine, right?
Mm.
I'm gonna make this for 40 cents, right? I'm gonna sell it to them wholesale for $1.50, right? They're gonna take this, mark it up 700 to 800%, and sell it for $6,000, $4,000, $600 to the customer. They're gonna bill, and if the insurance doesn't cover it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you need this life-saving medicine, you have to pay $600, $4,000 a month to live. What the fuck? And the insurance won't pay it.
Mm-mm.
If you have insurance,
insurance in itself is a scam too.
yeah. If you have insurance and
Full
you've been going
coverage.
to a doctor, yeah, and you've been going to a doctor, they only pay for Doctor B, and you've been going to Doctor A. So you have to pay all of that to Doctor A to go to Doctor B. Don't get me started, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like if it is medically necessary for you to have a certain procedure, a certain medicine, medically necessary to have a certain thing done, you should be able to get it done, and the government should pay for it.
Yeah, I used to be a pharmacy tech, and it was horrible just watching like people, because it's hard to tell diabetics that insurance isn't going to cover their $700 insulin.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if they don't have it, they're going to die.
Yeah.
It's bad.
If they don't, if a type 1 diabetic, if they don't eat anything for a week, they'll die. If they eat something, they'll die within 2 days. Because there's nothing in their body to regulate their blood sugar.
It's bad.
They'll fucking die.
Yeah.
Diabetes, over 40 years having diabetes, is a $40 billion industry, $40 trillion industry. Because they want to They want to take this medicine that they're going to make for, you know, they make it. They make this synthetic insulin for your body. It's a hormone produced by your body, by the pancreas. And if your body is unable to produce it, then you have to pay $7,000-8,000 a month for it.
Yep.
And these pharmaceutical companies, the people who buy it from the distributor, they take it and they mark it up. They inflate the cost. And Mark, who's that rich guy? One on those sharks. Mark Cuban. He made this website called Drugs Plus Cost. So say you need something for insulin, right? Say it's going to cost if you go through the insurance and your insurance don't cover it, and you go through who buys it from the manufacturer, that insulin's going to cost, you know, say $3,000, right? It's just an example, $3,000 or $4,000 through the company that buys it, right? Mm-hmm. Mark Cuban buys the same thing, says he buys it for $60, and he's going to sell it to you plus cost, right? So he's going to sell it for $65, $60, $70 plus shipping, right? So would you rather spend $3,000 or $4,000 on this medicine, or $30 or $40, $50 on this medicine?
That's clear.
Mark Cuban says he will not be bought out. There's nothing that anybody will do to buy him, because he has more money than he knows what to do with, and he's going to disrupt the industry with this. And I said, I hope he does, because I don't want to see people die because they don't feel like they need to. They don't feel an obligation to help people, because nobody is out here going to help you more than yourself. Everybody is out here for themselves. So that's why I think it should be free, and I don't feel like paying $7,000-8,000 for something that's going to save your life is worth it. Mm-hmm. Unless the insurance is going to pay for it, but you also pay for that over time anyway, because, you know, regardless of whether you have insurance through your work or through, you know, Trump Care or Biden Care or whatever, the government don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, you still pay for it over the long term, you know. So.
Yeah.
The government themselves don't even know what to do with their own money, or with our money.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad to say that, but like, we pay taxes for a reason, so why are we having to sit here and deal with what they have to, you know, fix for themselves, because they decide to, you know, oh, we're gonna do this way because it sounds good, and then it comes out to be like one thing that needs to be in the trash.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's what I don't understand is we work 40 hours a week to get our paycheck, which is taxed, and then we take what we have left of our paycheck and go buy something to be taxed again.
Yep.
Like, there's taxes everywhere on everything.
You know, there's something in the Constitution that says if there's an unneeded tax, we can overthrow the government. Yep. But everybody is so lazy and so just like, I don't want to cause any problems. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. No, fuck that shit, dude. We need to go there. We need to say, we won't stand for this anymore. But who's going to do that? Because you have to work 40 hours to keep a house that you have, to keep a fucking car that you have, to keep the kids alive that you have. You know, you can't go out to these places and overthrow the government anymore, because we're not in a utopian society where all these things that we do, we have to do for the benefit of our family, you know, or ourselves.
You know, I heard something somewhere that if we did overthrow the government, it would cost them more money to sit there and fix what, like, everyone did. Yeah. I mean, what are they really gonna do? You think these people that you got from society, from just bumfuck nowhere, you think the people that you hire are gonna defend the country that you put to, like, help? I don't know what I'm trying to word. You think the people in the military that you hire are gonna defend you from us? No.
No, they're going to be right with us because that's who they are. There's no fucking way.
Especially somebody that joined the military to do it and like don't believe in you.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Because like they joined the military and some of them been in 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
And they've seen presidents come and go and like they might not be on your side.
Yeah. Shit's crazy.
Yep.
You hear they I'll bring us up to our next topic, talking about the government. Fucking mask mandates and vaccines.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You know, it just comes down to I do what I want, you do what you want.
Yeah.
Right?
I will put it out there. I did get the COVID vaccine.
You did?
Yep.
How do you feel?
I feel fine.
That's gay.
That's my fucking line.
I was compensated though.
By who?
I got compensated by Jacksonville State University with
How much money?
$100 gift
Man,
certificate.
fuck that shit.
And when I got it, the bookstore there gave us a $75 gift card. So I got
To the bookstore or
to the bookstore, and then $100 just straight to us from the university.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I think college is a scam too. So.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I also think vaccines were a scam, especially whenever we had that whole outbreak, you know, a while back ago.
Now look, I had COVID, and it was fucking bad.
I had COVID the first week of classes last semester.
Well, how bad did you get?
The first day was pretty bad. I had a fever, cough, everything. And then all of like my sick syndromes went away and I couldn't smell or taste anything.
Yeah.
For like a week.
When I had COVID, it was pretty fucking bad. Okay. I thought I was gonna die. I honestly did, because when I was laying there and I was breathing, this was me right here. I was breathing, I would go. And I couldn't breathe more than that. I couldn't breathe more than that. And if I did, it was because I was sneezing. And if I did, my lungs were on fire, dude. Like, I don't know. Have you ever like took a breath in and then put even more into your lungs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what it felt like. It felt like every polyp in my lung was like shrunk down to a raisin or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then to get it back up to a grape, it was impossible. I felt like I was gonna die. And the mask mandates, dude, in the fucking doctor's office, fuck that, dude. Fuck all that noise, dude.
Well, I mean, like,
No, don't try to play devil's advocate.
I'm not picking their side.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So shut the fuck up for a minute.
Yes, mask.
No, because I kind of disagree. Because like, you know, back before the whole, you know, COVID and shit, like, what did we do? We walk around, do whatever the fuck we wanted. If we wanted to sit there and eat fucking dirt, we'd eat fucking dirt.
If you wanted to.
Right.
It's
So I mean,
If you sneeze, no one would be. No, bless you. Right?
right.
Bless
And
you.
then, bless you now. They're like, oh God.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you
still-
okay?
If you go into Walmart with a cough, you will still get dirty looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how it's fucked with their immune system. Everybody's immune systems went down because of mask mandates and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Is because I actually have autoimmune disease that does attack my immune system.
What do you have?
It's called dermatomyositis.
It didn't fuck with your hair.
No, it attacks my joints and my immune system. But it's,
Oh my god. Is that why your nose looks like a witch?
no,
Oh,
I think I
wow.
broke it at one point. But it's in recession now. But it doesn't matter. But it does mess with your immune system, and it did worry a lot of people that was close to me, and me included. But I mean, I got it, and I was fine. So
That's fucking nuts. That's fucking crazy, dude. And I don't like that while we were at work we had to wear masks all day.
yeah, I didn't. I wasn't there at that time. So
You didn't work there at that time?
you don't remember when I first came? The first time you saw me, you nearly threw me out of the store
Why?
because I was there at like 5:30 because I had to work at 6.
And I was like, yeah, sir, we're not open yet.
Yeah,
sir,
no,
we're not
you were
open."
like, how you doing, sir? I was like, I'm just gonna go clock in. You're like, oh, okay.
Dude, you know what fucking threw me for a loop is when you cut your hair? I thought you were a new associate.
You're like, how are you like? And I was like, good. I'm here every day.
Oh my god, dude, that blew my fucking mind. That blew my mind when I realized that you were Seth. I was like, that's fucking Seth. That's fucking Seth, the cashier, Seth. Golly, man, that blew my fucking mind. Anyway.
Crazy.
That shit's nuts. But the mask mandates, dude. I don't want to wear a mask.
I mean, I get it.
What the fuck I want to wear a mask for?
Well, a good thing about wearing a mask is like you can give an ugly look to a motherfucker. So I mean that's about
Yeah, I
it.
walk around with my mouth open all the time.
Just walking around.
That's how we breathe as humans.
It was crazy.
Plus, you didn't have to
Having my mouth
smile.
open made me need to yawn.
No.
You'd see people,
Open up too wide, then you gotta have a dick down.
You'd see
to grab
people
the
in class
chair.
that they would pull their mask down and like they'd only have makeup from like right here up.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
Crazy.
that.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Put it back on.
That stays on.
What we got next?
Abolishing the IRS.
Abolishing, yeah, they're taking a vote. It was 217 to 210. Republicans won that, but it's not going to go to the Senate because it's Democrat
Of course.
majority.
Yeah.
85,000 jobs or 87,000 jobs at the IRS they were going to abolish, and they were going to do a government is going to do one tax, and we're not going to have the FICA, we're not going to have the income tax or anything like that. It's just going to be one tax. It'll be a 10% tax on everything that we, so there wouldn't be a death tax, there wouldn't be a gift tax, there wouldn't be this tax, that tax. It would just be one tax at 10.5%.
Yeah.
That's how it was explained to me. I don't know how true it is, but I know that they were doing that. So I don't know. What do you guys feel? How would you feel about abolishing the IRS?
If it works the way that you just explained it, that's how it's going to go. I think I would be okay with it. I would really have to read up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to read a little bit more on it to understand it fully. But if we're getting rid of the IRS and we won't have to file taxes, and we won't have to do taxes, we just give them 10.5%, and that's it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Because the government. Did that shit shut off again?
Didn't
Didn't even eat.
Oh.
Damn it, man.
Oh, how long have we been coming anyway?
We've been filming for 56 minutes.
But yeah, I agree. I think I need to read up more on the IRS
Yeah.
because, if you're filing your own taxes, you gotta be really fucking careful because the IRS, they'll find something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
they will.
that in its whole, I think is kind of bullshit because, well, I'm pretty much paying my taxes and everything. I don't know how I fucked up on filing my own taxes.
Yeah.
And if you want me to sit here and do that, and then at least I'm giving you my honesty.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you're finding $4,000 that I need to sit here and owe you.
Yeah.
No, I've been owing you this money throughout the whole year.
You've been
That's the whole
taking
point.
this money
Right.
this whole year.
So that's kind of
You
bullshit.
took this money before I even saw it.
I saw you take the shit.
It's on my stub every fucking week.
Yeah. I saw you fucking take it.
I watched that year to date, see how much I'm gonna get back.
Oh wait, you're also going to take more out too. Why?
Yeah.
That's also one thing that I don't. dislike
when I do my taxes, I do single and none, and then I do an extra $10-15 every week to either Alabama or
That way you can get more back.
yeah, because I don't want to have to fucking pay them either.
Yeah.
Last year I owed fucking Alabama $75.
See, which I don't understand because, you know, whenever I did my last fiscal year, I got $25 back in Alabama State. $25. How?
Bitch, you should have fucking took it for next year.
For real.
Yeah. Don't give me fucking $25.
You should have just took it and sent me a letter and said you're good to go.
Yeah.
Just let it gain interest. Something.
Yeah.
Do whatever with it.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what that $25 with, you know?
Invest, you know what, that's what they should do. If you overpay in taxes, invest my money for me. Do something better with my money than what I can do with it. Right? I mean,
I'm pretty sure they would need that $25 for something.
Yeah, oh yeah. The $25 when they got $2.5 billion. They got trillions, bro.
Go buy you a bag of asphalt and fix a pothole somewhere.
Yeah,
For
dude,
real.
$25.
Go to your
I
local
think
Home
they're
Depot.
27 now. I think they're 27 now.
I wonder why. Because of fucking gas.
Dude, inflation, bro. Why don't we talk about that?
OSB being $43 a board.
Dude, that shit was fucking nuts. Do you know how many builders I had coming in trying to fucking buy stuff at $43 a sheet? None. Fucking, you know how many I got now when it's $8?
A bunch.
A bunch of fucking people.
Is it really down to $8?
Yeah.
OSB?
I think it's $10.50.
I was about to say, I thought it was
$10.
$15.
No, $10.50, something like that. But 2x4s back down to $3.25.
It's all a scam, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's all.
I know the trees didn't magically get more
man
expensive.
Shit, like inflation. That's why I'm not all up for all that.
Did
shit.
them trees start paying you or something?
Yeah, shit. Money's made out of cotton and polyester, but we'll let that one slide. So, you fucking dummy.
Well.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's talk about the rain.
The rain in California, dude. How many fucking gallons? 100.
It was a shit ton. I saw a picture of a freaking stop sign, and it was almost close to the stop sign.
Man, I feel so bad for those people up there.
I feel bad for those people too, because you know they got they got two things that is the biggest thing that they've purchased, and that's a home, a house, and a car. You know, they also have to pay insurance for both of them. Yeah. They're not going to get jack shit from either. Even their car insurance is not. Oh well, you're not considered because we never get this much rain. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, act of God, dude. This came in from the fucking ocean. It came in from the ocean and pouring it down. The fuck? And give me my fucking money, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, dude, because if it was me, I'd be getting all my fucking money. All that fucking shit. Like, people are fucking dying out here right now. There's 27 people died from these floods right now. Mm-hmm. People are dying out here because of these floods. Like, what can we do?
They're gonna send all those people out there to assess the damage, and they're gonna find every little thing they can to not give you the money.
Yeah, but everybody fucking pays. Everybody fucking pays for insurance, but they don't want to give any money out.
No.
Well, look here, your car's not at the highest place in your property, so.
Yeah. Oh, you parked halfway on the fucking sidewalk, so it's not liable for us. This is bullshit. I really pray for those people that they get what they need and they have what they need. I hope so bad that they get whatever they need, because that is fucked up real bad.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I hope everything goes smoothly for them.
Yeah. I hope all that water just goes back out. Where it needed to go was fucking Nevada, where all that fucking water was. What's that big dam with the generators? Hoover Dam.
Yeah, Hoover. I was gonna say Houston.
Hoover Dam. Dude, the water's almost down to where the generators are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh, it's Colorado. Colorado. No, yeah, Colorado. Yeah, they need fucking rain bad there.
Yeah, 'cause that's gonna be bad if they can't run that.
Yeah, because that powers all of. Is it Colorado? Is it New Mexico or Nevada? I think it's Nevada. Look it up. Hoover Dam.
Goddamn history.
Yeah.
Is it Hoover?
Geography? You mean?
Geography? I don't know. Well, they did teach it in history class, so.
What? The dam?
Mm-hmm.
About
Where
it.
do you want to go to eat after this?
I don't know.
Where do you got it over here?
In Weaver?
Yeah.
Jack shit.
Nothing?
We got a Dollar General.
Get you some Guwami hot dogs.
There's.
So we'll go to Oxford.
We can go.
Well,
Aniston had like new #1 China, Arby's, McDonald's, Sonic, Taco
I
Bell,
want to go somewhere and sit down and eat like a restaurant.
New China, or #1 China.
Like a buffet?
Yeah, buffet.
No.
No,
I don't want to go to a buffet. I want to go there and order something and then
they bring
shoot
it
the
to you.
shit. Yeah.
Shoot the shit.
we closing this out?
No.
No.
Waiting for you to.
Yeah,
It was in, I said it was in Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada.
Nevada.
Nevada. I'm a
Nevada.
Yankee. I'm a fucking Yankee.
Damn Yankee.
Is it water?
No, it's water.
What?
Yeah. I had a English friend who did that. He's like, "Can I have a bottle of water?" Right? And I'm like, "Sorry, we were all at Steak and Shake, and we're like, sorry, that's British for water, right?" We were ragging on him. He was, oh man. My buddy, they both ordered a hot dog at Steak and Shake. Why, I don't know, but they did. And she brought one hot dog out, and my buddy was like, "I'll take that." Right? Right? And he's like, "You don't want to go to a war again. We know what'll happen." Right? And it was just so funny. He was like, "All right, man, all right," you know?
They don't call it the American Revolution over there.
No, they call it the fucking, what do they call it? The fucking what?
Like, I don't know, the American War or something like that.
Probably.
They really don't even teach about it. Like, they don't even want to know.
I bet they don't want to fucking know, cause Daddy had it. That's why. Daddy had it.
I mean, it's just like our school systems we got in the textbooks to put more light on some things than others.
Yeah.
We're not teaching our whole history. We're teaching what we want to teach the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a bunch of history that I don't know, and we need to fucking know what our history is. We need to know where we come from. and what we
I
do.
just feel like the history that we do come from is what educators don't want us to know, because
the government doesn't want us to know
That
what
too.
we actually did.
Yeah.
How we raped and killed everybody that was in this country when we got here. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do it, but that's how we came about.
Yep.
That's what happened.
You know, rape and pillage, dude. That's all we knew. You know? Shit's crazy. Alright, let's wrap it up. That's all we got.